start your week by installing your game plan.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready? 18 Gator. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. He's coming. We got double up. Deep trip.
On first down, Moon evades the tackle, and now some space. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch that. General West.
Safety's creeping. Mike 56. Tighten up.
2nd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd down.
80 weapon. Let's get it. Yo, go. Hey, Zoo.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a first down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey,
watch this, watch this.
Hey, check 24. Look at me. Door.
They'll try the left side. Moon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 8, read. 6-6, pull it high.
They're running it. Check nickel.
5. Ready.
2nd and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Corner. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Tighten up.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Rush in.
To throw is RG3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hayes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Griffin. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Griffin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
You go tight. You got tight. You got.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
53 at the mic. Rip right, rip right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Griffin. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Griffin. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. He'll let this. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Under crush. X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 4. Check 4. Check, 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 check.
Blue draw Corkers.
Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hit it.
They run with Thomas. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Mike, Christian, stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That's what I do.
Stop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check back, check back.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Griffin.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, mark the flag. Stinky. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey. 50's a month. 50's a month. We got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Griffin into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
His first carry, he loses the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Spinning away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Moon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
132 fighter.
A pitch back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Griffin. Got a man. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Griffin. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
36.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot.
Yeah, he don't want none. He's checking. Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Under 10.
Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Griffin. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got him. Hayward. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Here's Griffin. And he will find his man on the outside. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 3. Check out.
Go out.
On first down, Moon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Protein spill. Two.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
41, Bills 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Bills cut into that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Through, and he's got space. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Griffin escaping the pressure right. This one taken in by Hester. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, 87 yards, and the Bills get a bit closer.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hatch it. Hatch it.
Yes, yes.
Be ready.
Hey, lock it.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Shift. Shift.
Check 52. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's checking crap.
Get it.
Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop. You draw Corkers.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
He gives it up. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Shit, shit.
Look, squeeze. They go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
That's it, baby.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 37. Check 37. Switch, switch. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 9. Check 9. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Hey, echo.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go.
1, 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 38. Bills 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond with what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, switch gears, switch.
Hey, Sam off. Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Move. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Jam. Deuce.
Get it.
On third down. Move. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hard.
Check 26.
Look at me. Go. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Mike 56.
On 1st down. Moon. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check Nick.
Go out.
Tighten up. Showing up.
The ball. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here we go. 53 for Mike. 53.
Here's Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One last shot for RG3. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to go down as time has now run out in this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills,